Bob Duerr, thank you for joining us.
Thanks, Chris.
This is our first Sunday morning conversations for the current. This week's column is going to be a little bit about surf etiquette, and then we're going to talk a little bit about upcoming events. And you've got the Manasquan Classic coming up.
That's right.
And you are also part of the Manasquan Board Riders Club, who is trying to get some etiquette out to beginners. So you are the perfect person to interview. So thank you for coming.
And I appreciate the time to be able to do this, simply because of the fact the Manasquan Board Riders Club is a 501c3 not-for-profit organization. We performed last year, the idea of giving back to the community through surfing. Now, of course, we've made up of a bunch of veterans who have been in the water for well over 50 years or so, and we all have children, we all live in the town, we all work here. It makes sense that as a group, we benefit back towards the town. And so we formed the club, and part and parcel of the club is to put together some idea of safety. Now, Manasquan Inlet, pretty busy. It's got 3 cameras on it. Pipeline has 2.
Yeah.
I mean, Manasquan's a focal point for the east coast of the United States.
It's not a secret spot anymore.
Yeah, you can say that. You can turn on your computer and see what the winds are doing.
Yeah, there's really no more secret spots, and I would say the inlet is past that point to say the least. So we have a problem, which is surfing is huge. It's becoming more popular every day. Shops like mine are selling beginner boards and foam boards, and people are teaching and lessons and camps. There's a lot of surfers, and there's not a lot of room. So we have to come up with solutions. And the Manasquan Board Riders Club, their first step in their solution was to just post these rules of etiquette, which is a really good start because from a shop perspective, a lot of these kids come in and they just don't know. So if they're not going to get it at the shop, they at least have something on the beach. So tell me a little bit about the sign.
Sure. We've actually made 3 of these signs. 2 of them are at the inlet. One is at the badge checker area where she sees somebody coming with a brand new board. Please read the sign, take a look. Because moreover, this is specific to Manasquan Inlet and showing you the actual beach layout and where there's a definite rip current along the rocks, where the bigger waves will be out here towards the peak zone, where the experienced surfers are going to surf when it's really large. This is where they're going to be. But inside, good little bowl inside for the intermediate surfers, the kids who really want to get in the inside shore break. There's a double up reform. And up in the north is really where the beginners are learning. And that's, that little jetty on the one side, off to that, and actually they now allow us to surf a little bit farther up to the north, which is great. It opens up the area a little bit. But if you get 50 people on this peak and it's a 5-foot day, it becomes mayhem.
Yeah.
So our idea is safety first, learn surf etiquette, which is often forgotten about in the surf camps, unfortunately. But the other thing is know how to swim. Never depend upon your board or your leash. It's going to snap, then what are you going to do? You're in trouble. And we save each other out there. We do look after each other, and we end up being the lifeguards in many respects, but that's not really our job. So we gave 9 points to consider as far as the etiquette is concerned. First one, of course, is right of way. The surfer closest to the peak gets the priority. The second one being wait your turn, don't drop in, don't paddle around other surfers, or snake as they call it. Don't get in the way. Paddle wide or stay in the channel. Don't go right up the peak in that braking zone because it's just going to get in the way of somebody. Control your board. Never throw your board in front of another surfer. That's a biggie. Call out which way you're going, left or right. And if you're going to go straight, not a good thing. Surf within your capabilities. If it's too big, don't go out. Never surf alone.
Yes.
Know what you're getting into in the first place. And of course, the 7th one's beginners stay north. Learn to surf to the north end of the surfing beach. Don't paddle out at the peak where the experienced guys are, especially if the waves are overhead.
Yeah.
It's going to be an issue. Respect the beach and the ocean. Please leave only your footprints, which is another program we're promoting. Put the trash in the receptacles when you leave. Give respect to gain respect. That's a common Hawaiian saying that, you respect each other on the outside. Regardless of your capabilities, we still have to get along and land. And the last one, I wrote it in pen. Have fun.
Nice. That is the most important. It's a lot easier, especially for a beginner or kid, to have fun if they have some knowledge of these etiquette. It really is. It benefits everybody. So it's really important for parents or surf instructors or camps or anybody who's putting kids out on the first time to just hammer this home. Shops too, and that's a responsibility I have to take on too, is make sure these kids have some knowledge when they go out because it does make more fun. So we've touched on this. Let's touch on the Manasquan Classic.
Sure.
So tell me real briefly about the Manasquan Classic and why it's so special. Saturday, September 17th, 2016, and we will promote the heck out of it.
Super. And it's the hurricane day is going to be the 18th, so in case something gets really large, we go over that direction. But this is the Manasquan Classic, in which case you have to ride a pre-1967 longboard. And of course, they're getting rarer and rarer to find. But we always have boards up at the beach that you can borrow. The idea of it is that it's a three-rule contest. There's no leashes. There's no rules as per se. You can drop in, and there's no complaints. First person to complain gets told to go swim to the end of the jetty and back.
Nice.
But it's a charitable event. Everything goes back to the club. We have a number of different sponsors that have put out money for being positioned in the actual contest. We are in our 24th year. Next year is our 25th.
Nice.
Ah.
Yeah, that just means we're getting old.
Ah, please. But still, it's a great day. We have 8 divisions all the way around. We've actually added a Grand Legends division and brought out an AARP division. So if you have your card, you're in.
We're getting as we get older, more divisions get added. I've been to the event I think 5 years now. It's by far my favorite event. It's the most fun day on the beach all summer. Local summer actually in September, but it's an awesome event, and everybody should go to the Classic, even if you're just a spectator. It's a lot of fun to watch, and it's really well run, and it's quick, and it's everything you want.
We got a great crew.
It's everything you want an event to be. So I'm going to thank you for coming, but I'm going to ask you a couple of rapid-fire questions, and we're going to try to, since this is our first Sunday morning conversation, I'm going to try to ask a bunch of guys these same questions, and we'll just kind of see how the answers correspond. Who is your favorite all-time surfer?
Oh, Kelly. King Kelly.
Tough to beat. Who is your favorite local surfer?
Oh, if I didn't say my brother, I'd probably be ostracized the rest of my life. Scotty.
I knew that was good. Who is your favorite shaper?
Whoa. Oh, that's tough.
It doesn't mean you don't like other people. You could just.
No, I love Paul Baymore. I do love Bing Copeland too.
Yeah.
So I gotta say,
that's all right. We'll let you.
Same
we'll,
category.
We'll give you the easy out. You can name a few. Last one. What are your thoughts on Olympic surfing?
Okay. As long as they incorporate the ocean as part and parcel of the sport, I have no issue with it. If they go and put it in a wave pool, you might as well have floor exercises. It's not going to do anything for anybody. The ocean is truly one of our primary effects within our sport. And the ocean, like Kelly has said, if the wave doesn't come to you, you're not going to win that heat. So that's really part and parcel of what we're doing here as far as the Olympics are concerned. I like the idea. It's great. But the ocean... In theory, you've got to find a swell. You've got to be able to give everybody a shot at it. It's not like you get 2 times in the floor exercises to try. Now, Kelly's wave is fantastic, but think about that.
Do you think that the WSL, or whatever they're calling themselves today, you think they bought that wave and they're not going to use it in the Olympics?
I don't know.
Yeah, me neither.
I don't know their intentions on that one.
Well, I was very informative. I appreciate it. I think it's going to go really well, and I think this could be really valuable. Parents, you could just watch this video. You could share this video with your kids if they don't have access to a Manasquan Board Riders Club or something like that, where there's a sign at your local beach.
Go to www.mbrc.club.
Nice. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Bob Duerr. Thank you, guys.
Gracias.
First one.